Stupid. God, what is wrong with me? Come on, people. And I can't even get the banner off. How you doing, everybody? I'm JB. This is the laid back. I'm late. You know, I should have thrown that up. That's exactly the first thing that should have been up. That's what should have been up this morning. JB's running late, but thanks for joining me. Anybody joining me or catching me on the rewind, thank you for popping in. I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today. And I got a banner. I got branding. God, I'm terrible this morning. Welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube comic book community channel guide. Now, this is the show where I'm going to give you my top picks from the sea of comic content that's been released, and then I'm going to run down a lineup of content creators that are either releasing, premiering, or going live. Now, at the end of that lineup, I'm going to grab a random package from that crazy, stupid pile of comics I still have left to open in a segment titled, What's in the Box? Or I don't have any music. I got no music. Jesus, this thing is a train wreck. All right, anyway, let's get started by actually, you know what? There's a couple things I wanted to do. I didn't get to go live last night on Disco After Dark, and therefore I did not get to wish my friend a very special happy birthday to Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson. I know I missed it last night. I had that set up for last night, and then I missed it. Totally blew that. And just to prove to everybody that this is a live show, this is a live broadcast, I want to go ahead and shout out the chat. And I'm going to start with James Watson, who was here first, and my man Dollar Ben Fodder. Not only was he here first, and yes, I'm going to totally shout this channel out in a second, but Dollar Ben came in with a super chat before the show even started. I've never even heard of that. That's absolutely amazing. And yes, this channel will be in my Who's Been Discovered here in a second. So also, we've got Chaos in Comics, who was my blue wrench today, and actually good enough to drop a link in the chat for this new channel that I'm about to shout out, folks. Daniel Arzola is in the house, and I've got a guest here, Comic Ron. Hey, by the way, Comic Ron, check your email. I have sent you a link to be a guest on this show if you are interested. Perry Comics is popping in. He was lurking last night. I like it. I like it. Hawaiian Punch is in the house. And all right, here we go. I know I was not on last night. So let me get the mood set, and then we're going to find out which channels have. Whoa, where is it? Where is it? I don't have it. Yeah, here we go. We're going to find out which channels have been discovered. So I'm going to share the screen while I've got this up. We're going to go over here and check out that one, which will bring me to here. Is that what I wanted to do? No, I want to come over to here. And hide. Man, this is terrible TV. Okay, so we will go ahead and drop that branding. I've got a share screen up. We have a new channel that I want everyone to check out. If you're checking me on the rewind, let's go over to this channel. There is a link in the live chat. And actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and add that link to the description below. And you'll be able to catch a link to this new channel called Ultra Maximus that Dollar Ben Fodder is putting me onto. He went live earlier today with a stream. I've got that in today's comic book community streams playlist, which we're going to go over here in a second. And there's another channel I wanted to shout out that's been discovered. If you have not met him already, come check out Comic Ron. He's up to 74 subscribers. He's going live today at 1 o'clock. You're going to see him in the lineup. And man, that is a great looking thumbnail you got there, Comic Ron. As a matter of fact,
what's up, everyone? Thank you.
This is Comic Ron, everybody right below. He's introducing himself to the community. He is new, and you know how we welcome new members of the community here. Ben Compton's here, by the way, saying what's up. Go ahead, and if you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and mute your YouTube, so we don't get the feedback in the mic there, Ron. So let me get back to it. Yep, here. I didn't even set that up. Okay. Let's go back and set up the rest of the lineup. So let's go to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. Let me actually refresh this because I should be live. And actually, I'm not going to start with going through the lineup. I'm going to start by going through some of the top picks I've got. I've got two playlists, folks. The top playlist is the community live streams, and the bottom playlist is the top picks. And man, there's some great stuff that already dropped today, and I'm actually going to get into it. If you haven't found this channel yet, Exploding Earth's Comics, check this channel out. They are fantastic. They have a stream called the New Comic Book Day Top 5, and the production value of this video is fantastic. So if you haven't seen it, it's in the link in my playlist for top picks, and check them out. Brandon's awesome. Also, Burke Family 54 dropped a great video this morning, and hold on. I'm ready for this one. I actually got ready with a few extra intro bumpers because you know how we like the intro bumpers. Have you guys been over to Bub's Comics recently? Bubs released a video today called Silver Age Comic Book Haul. Man, you know I love the Silver Age. You don't want to miss that. Also, my man Jeff. My man Jem over at Gem Mint Collectibles released his new comic book day for today, and he busted out the new Batman, and I don't want to be a spoiler or anything, but you definitely don't want to miss that. Comic Tom dropped a video this morning called The Golden Gun and Other Video Game Classics. And who else we got here? Oh, I got it in my playlist, but I haven't seen it yet. The Comic Book Villain. Basically, if you want to see every cover that came out this week, go check out the Comic Book Villains Haul, man, because he buys everything. It's incredible. All right, now let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. I don't have an intro bumper for my man Billy. I don't know why I thought I did. It's gone. But Billy is premiering today at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go ahead and give him a thumbs up. He's got key comics to invest in on New Comic Book Day for 1:15. So he's looking ahead. Top picks and hot picks previews. Also, at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, there's your thumbs up. Comic Ron is going live. My guest is going live with his first Comic Book Day review. Hey, Ron, you excited about this, man? Are you ready?
I'm very excited. Yeah, as a previous comic store owner, I'm happy to get in with the community now and tell them, you know, the ins and outs, where to get stuff at actually better prices if I can. So
there you hey. Look at that, folks. We're actually going to get to speak with a former owner of a comic book store, and he's going to drop some knowledge on us. Hey, we've got Two Brothers Comics coming in. I should check on them because they have been killing it.
Oh, they're awesome.
Got up to did they get to the 250? Someone in the chat's got to tell me if Two Brothers has gotten to the 250. And if they haven't gotten to the 250, let's drop their link in the chat and see if we can get a couple more subs for them. Daniel Arzola's in the house. Great t-shirt designer, Daniel. Check him out on Instagram. Now, as I go through the lineup, everybody, if there's something that I missed, please shout it out so I can get it up for the community. We don't want to miss any great content coming from this community. All right. Also, at 2:35 p.m. Pacific, you know what's going to happen right here, baby. Oh, yeah. We sorted a bunch of books yesterday on the sorting show, and those books are going to be available, including the books that I picked up from my Spider-Man booth boxes. I only ended up keeping one book from the 2 Spider-Man booth boxes, so those are going to be available in today's comic book pop-up shop. If you haven't seen the comic book pop-up shop, folks, you got to check it out. Oh, so Two Brothers is up to 222. We're getting there. We're getting there. Almost to 250. Need a few more there. All right, what else have we got on coming up live? We've got, oh, man, one of my favorite people right here, folks. Donnie, the Mastodon, is back. He took a little break there in the fourth quarter around the holidays, but he's back, folks, and you don't want to miss Donnie because he just tells it for real. Year in review, new comics and projections for the future from my man Donnie at Mastodon Comics. Again, these are all linkable in the playlist on my channel. What else have we got up tonight? Have you guys checked out Zaid Comics yet? Well, they're going live in 6 hours with a stream titled Rockabilly Road Trip with Preston Acevedo, a great comic interview. And I've got that link on my playlist if you want to check them out tonight. But you know what's coming on tonight. This is a can't miss, folks. I had the shirt on yesterday, and I got another shirt I'm going to shout out here in a second. But TiVo and the team are going live with a stream titled Long-Term Spec List for Shang-Chi film and 3,000 sub giveaway. Did he get it? Did he get it? 2,000. Oh, he's almost there. He's got 2.99K subs. If you're watching this channel and you are not subbed to Lord of the Long Box, that is a must sub for this community. So go check them out. Now, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, man, we got one hell of a lineup today, huh, folks? Go ahead and check out the Unpressable Defects podcast channel. And they're got another live stream titled Unpressable Defects Back for Some Reason. Oh, those titles, man, I love it. Okay, next up, Rob Wurst, one of my favorites in the comic community, and he's going to be on with Lady Fantastic and Miracle Man. That's the new team here. And Rob Wurst does this every Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. Check him out. It is a great live stream. And tonight's one is titled How Not to Speculate Comic Books. That is a great trio, folks. I would definitely stop into that live stream tonight. Now, at 7:15 p.m. Pacific, 10:15 p.m. Eastern, live on the Hoodoo TV channel. Man, I haven't seen these guys in a while. I'm glad they're back. They're going live with a stream titled Get Valiant, number 145, Psylord, number 8. That's interesting. I might have to pop in and say hello to them. What else have we got on the... Oh, that looks like it's it. But, you know, it's Wednesday night. We know that Comic Core is going live Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, because they go live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. So swing on over to Comic Core and check them out. And then tonight, we should not have any disruptions. JB is going live tonight with Disco After Dark. I will tell you, man, my mom came by yesterday, unannounced, dropped 2 huge boxes of packages on my daughters at 8:35 last night. Boom. It was on. The kids started opening, and I was like, okay, you guys got to keep going. It took them forever to open all those packages, so I ended up having to cancel. Anyway, tonight we're going live. We're talking New Comic Book Day. I'm heading over to my LCS for the ones that I cannot wait for from Chino. Chino's got, as a matter of fact, my list is long. Chino is sending me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 on my poll. Oh, my God. JB's got 14 on his pool. Chino sent them to him, but I'm going to go pick these 3 and a couple more up from my local over here because I want to talk about these tonight. Batman. Come on, folks. I've been waiting for this. And Battle Pug. If you're not reading Battle Pug, you're missing out, folks. My camera is unplugged.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Start my camera. Am I back?
There you go.
My goodness.
Now you're
killing me.
Look at the ceiling.
Technical difficulties. JB's back. All right. Let me go hit the chat real quick. That was today's lineup. That was a great lineup, huh, folks? Hey, you know what? If anybody has anything that I missed in the lineup, please put it in the chat so that I can go ahead and get it up on the channel. Do I have an email? Do you have an email for this channel? JB, do you have an email for this channel? Yeah, it's discoverybaycomics@gmail.com. discoverybaycomics@gmail.com. Yep, that's how you get a hold of me. Oh, where's my fake cigar my daughter gave me? The Geek Aficionado is here. By the way, amazing AOK. The Geek Aficionado dropped on Biggie Shack. If you guys haven't seen that, go check out Biggie Shack's channel. I almost always have his links in my description. So go check out Biggie Shack's channel. Check out this AOK the Geek Aficionado dropped on him. Absolutely amazing. Great stuff, man.
Yeah, JP, I just got my first AOK in the mail. Totally.
All right. Dude, this community is amazing. You know what I just got in the mail? And I'm not opening it today because I actually want to do a special live stream for this. This is my very first ever CGC submission. The first 2 books have come back. And I did moderns with silver, and I had some signature series and all kinds of stuff. So I guess they're all shipping individually, but I don't know what's in here, but it's from CGC. It's my very first one. So that is definitely getting open. Not on this show. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do a special show for that one, man. I gotta have, because everybody's first CGC show always ends up getting great views. So I definitely want to do that. Oh my goodness, dude, what am I doing? Gentlemen, this just dropped. Cantonese Comic Wednesday drops every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern over at Jeff Comic 813's channel. I'm going to come check it out after this. I know it's in my playlist. Check me on that, Jeff. I bet you right now that thing is in that playlist. I know I got it in my top picks playlist. It should be in my top picks playlist for today. Go check out Jeff, because he's not only going to show you what he got today, He's going to teach you some Cantonese. That's right. Two Brothers says, Perry, are you lurking again? Perry was lurking last night. If you guys aren't watching Perry lurking, that's just too much fun. And my man, Mr. Bueller, Comics with Bueller is dropping in. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. Thanks for dropping in, Bueller.
Yeah,
1, 2
Bueller
Comic
show
Talk
is
is
awesome.
here. Huh?
Bueller show is awesome. I just watched.
Come on.
The
production
Comic Day
quality
show
of Bueller
this
stuff
morning.
is amazing. Yeah, Bueller's, I mean, that's the foundation, one of the foundational shows of YouTube for this community is Bueller stuff, man. I mean, that was the first, well, the second video, the first video I saw when I Googled comic books was, I don't even watch him anymore. Comics Explained, I believe is his name. And he does that. I didn't have any music on the whole time. And right after Comics Explained video came on, boom, Bueller was the next one up, and it was done ever since then. I've been hooked. I've been in the community, and didn't he open that AOK on your channel? No, he opened it on his own channel, didn't he? Or, I can't remember if he opened that on my channel. Hey, 1, 2 Comic Talk popping in, says, hey JB, how you doing? Bueller show is it's okay. Here we go. Here we go. By the way, Bueller does a show with Sam. And that is that's funny. It's almost like an Abbott and Costello type thing that they got going on there, right? Yeah. And I wonder, if I ever got Sam off, because Sam's nickname is the Architect. If you didn't know that, Sam's nickname is the Architect. He is Marvel knowledge. You go to Sam, right? And I wonder if I ever got him alone, if he'd say, "Oh man, I run that whole script. I give it to Bueller, and I just make sure he says everything on cue." Can you imagine the whole time Sam was the Architect? Wow. He says it was during the auction. Cool. All right, so real quick, I've gone through the lineup. I've gone through my top picks. I've got a guest here who's going live in a couple hours, and I'm sure you're excited about that. Plus, folks, if you're not subscribed to Comic Ron, check him out. There's a link to his 1 o'clock video on my live place on the live playlist. I'll pop in there. Let's show some support to the newest community member. Plus, he's dropping knowledge on us, folks. This gentleman used to own a comic book store, and he's going to give us some tips and tricks. So this might be really, really good. Here it is. Sam is Bueller's Lord and Master. Oh, yeah, there it is. Sam runs the show. Excellent. By the way, Ron, if Sam happens to pop into your live stream, you immediately give Sam and Z Collects blue wrenches. I'll show you how to do that. Yeah, you gotta have those guys as admins. They're like the admin of admins, saving your bacon with some stuff. Definitely. All right, now, JB, your live playlist makes lurking 1,000% easier. Oh, I love it. I wonder if there's any benefit. I'm sure there is. Maybe there's not. I wonder if there's any benefit to people, coming through my page to the playlist. If there's any benefit in the YouTube algorithm that, who knows? Anyway. Real quick, I just want to swing back through. If you're just joining me and you missed the beginning of the show, I want to set this up real quick because there's a new channel that I want everyone to hit. And you know what? And since I haven't refreshed, I want to see if this is any impact whatsoever. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But hey, there's a couple new channels out there. Comic Ron's one of them. But the other one I want everyone to stop by and check out today is Ultra Maximus, who at the time that I took this screenshot had 28 subscribers. Man, another new community member. He likes to go live. He was live earlier today. If you want to check him out, there is a link in my live playlist to check him out. Check him out, man. You know how this community rolls. If he's got good stuff that you're interested in, go ahead and sub him up. And then I've also, Comic, whoa, where are you at? Comic Ron's page is coming along. I'm digging it. So what are you using? What are you using to put your page together? JB's knowledge. Been a big help, let me tell you. We're getting there. This is going to come along. I like what you do with your first thumbnail, though. It looks great. All right. Awesome. So, Two Brothers says, that's awesome, bro. We're going to interview with our LCS owner. Ooh, that's good. Good idea. Are you going to do that live? Can we get that on the next show? Because if you're new to the channel, you're not familiar, one of the foundational parts of the channel is to shout out other shows. That's what I do, right? That's kind of my gig. And I dig it. I enjoy it. at the halfway point of my next show is at 2:30 p.m. Pacific. By the way, I'm live every day, Monday through Friday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we sell comic books in the comic book pop-up shop show. And on Tuesday and Thursday, we sort comic books for the comic book pop-up shop show. So the community helps me decide what these things should be selling for, right? And they're good because they don't let me miss keys. They don't let me miss, certain artists. And that's the sorting part of it. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I offer those in a pop-up shop, buy it now opportunity, what I like to call the keep it thorough starting line for the live people that are watching me. And I just got to tell you about Monday's episode. It was the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me.
Yes, it was.
By the way, I got a couple other people popping in. Thunder God 75 Comics says, "What's up, JB and Ron?"
Hey,
and Old Wolf is in the car, man. But thanks for listening. I appreciate it. You got a little compliment already on your page. It's starting to look good, man. It's filling out. I just got to go back to Monday. Monday's pop-up shop was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I do 10 rounds of 12 books per round. And they're dollar rounds, they're $3 rounds, maybe a $5 round every once in a while. 8 of the 10 rounds on Monday, ready for this? This is crazy, were purchased by community members and given away to the community. Excuse me? What? Yes. Yeah, 8 of the 10 rounds were purchased by community members and given away to the community. If you were in the pop-up shop on Monday, you couldn't even buy a book. You could claim a free book, but they were all paid for, basically. 8 of the 10 rounds were paid for. I've never seen anything like it. It was the most incredible. It's a testament to this community.
We're going to do it again today.
Giving it. I don't expect people to be buying rounds. That's not the gist. That's not where I'm going. I'm just talking about it's amazing that this community would do something like that. And it's like the comic book community is the only community that would do something like that, right? Have you ever seen anything like that in another community? Never. No, it's just amazing. So I just noticed that if you guys do, I got to shout out my man Brian and Jack over at Simple Man's Comics. I'm a large. They sent me this t-shirt, and if you send me your t-shirt, I'm gonna plug you. Plus, I love their content. I mean, you got to give me. You guys are watching Simple Man's Comics. They got great stuff too, man. I like Brian. I like Jack. I like the Bolo list. I do. I think it's fun. I think the way that he breaks it down by, this is a hot variant. These are things that people want to read. That's the one I'm looking at. There's a section of the Bolo list of which this is what the people out there want to read. That's the section I'm looking at. I don't really give a shit about the hot variants anymore because I don't chase covers anymore. And then I'll tell you, if someone actually researched Jack's hit rate on his long-term play, I bet you it's pretty damn good. Oh, we lost Ron. Ooh, we lost Ron, unfortunately. So yeah, if you ever actually looked at the Bolo list and broke it down, there's some good information in there. It's not just all about, hot variant and, first appearances. Because I think it's broken down into first appearance, hot variant, what people want to read, and then the long-term play. I mean, and there's some damn good reads in there I would have never found if I wouldn't have read that Bolo list, for sure. All right, so what do we got going on here? 1-2 Comic Talk says Brian and Jack are gods. He watches them religiously. Good stuff. And Comics with Bueller says, bye, Ron. See ya. Peace. Hey, Ron, don't forget, man, we had a good time. Anyway, back to the show. I was late today. It happens, life, kids. I was helping Ron out this morning with that thumbnail. I don't know, man. People, if you reach out to me, I tried to get Meta. I Meta. I tried to get you, bro. I tried to get you over here. I'm going to be working with some people. If anybody out there in the community is working on your channel and you're watching me on the Rewind and you dig what I'm doing and you want some help, hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll set up a little screen share and we'll talk. I mean, that's exactly what Bueller did for me. That's what we do. That's what this community does. Bueller and Reggie and Tom, and Brian took the time to have phone calls with me and help. And that's what I want to do. If there's anybody out there that wants to do this and you're afraid to get in front of the camera and do it, hit me up, man. I'll help you out. We're getting more good stuff here. Daniel Arzola said Simple Man's Comics is great. By the way, everybody, Daniel Arzola does t-shirts, and his latest t-shirt design is great. The Dr. Doom giving the advice, absolutely phenomenal. Now, if there's anybody, because I'm going to wrap this up here in the next couple of minutes, if there's anybody in the live chat who's joining us right now, and I do have 19 people, which is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for joining me, people, live today on the Discovery Bay Comics YouTube channel. If I'm missing anything from my lineup, hit me up so I can shout it out. You know, I forgot to shout out Jeff Comic, but I'm glad he popped in so I could highlight his comment. And if you guys are doing something later on, you still haven't gotten your thumbnails up, just put it in the comments here and I'll highlight it for anybody watching or watching on the replay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you for joining me today. As always, stop by the channel if you can. I'm going live 3 times a day. There's a morning show with a lineup. I'm going to give this same lineup updated version of this lineup at the halfway point of today's comic book pop-up shop. And that starts at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully I'm going to a couple guest hosts because that show is impossible to run by yourself. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. Bueller has just dropped the previews video, which is, I mean, honestly, is there a better previews video that's edited? I don't think so. I think Bueller has the best previews edited video. And he's got almost every single cover in there and the graphics and stuff going on. And he's in front of, you know, like moving pictures. It's really, really good. So definitely going to check that out. 1-2 Comic Talk says he's going to watch it and he's taking off. So I'll see you later. And last week's was the most watched preview video ever. Boom. That's what I'm talking about, Bueller. Hell yes. Ooh, looks like Pocan Joe done changed his name to Pocan Joe Comic Review and ode to Pocan Joe with an awkward sip of coffee. How you doing, Joe? If you guys don't know Joe, check him out. His stuff is fantastic. It's underrated. Underrated. Dude, the psychology with Drunk Ralphie, that's hilarious, man. You got to watch that stuff. It is funny. I know there's a lot of great content out there and you can't watch it all, but do your best to support other comic community members, especially the ones that are popping in the chats. And these people are all over the world. And they're just saying hi to you. So I always like to support them. As always, I'm going to give you my intro bumper on the outro. And why do I do the intro bumper on the outro? The main reason I do the intro bumper on the outro is to shout out the Patreon. Thank you. Thank you. I have a $1 a month support thing. I got a $5 a month support thing. I want to shout them out. This is how I shout them out. I put a little thing up at the end, and I really do appreciate them for everything. They've been there from the beginning. And check out the names on the list on the Patreon, folks. Those are the folks that have been there from the beginning, and those are some great channels too. Not everybody has a channel, but most of them do have a channel. And yes, dude, JLS, Storm Shadow. I gotta go put that in the top one again. Anyway, thank you for joining me, everybody. I'm gonna run my outro, and as always, don't forget, which one is the outro? I gotta get it lined up right now. Don't forget. We had a good time. Peace out, everybody. See you later.